broadcasting across the nation from the East Coast to the West, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to TechTime Radio, the show that makes you go, technology news of the week. Show for the everyday person talking about technology. Broadcasting across the nation with insightful segments on subjects weeks ahead of the mainstream media. We welcome our radio audience of 35 million listeners to an hour of insightful technology news. I'm Nathan Mumm, your host and technologist with over 30 years of technology expertise. Our co-host Mike Raday is in the studio. He's the award-winning author and our human behavior expert. That's right. Human behavior expert. That's such a nice title. Yeah. How'd you get that nice title there, Mike?
I went to school and got a master's degree, and I work in the field, and
okay.
I educate myself.
Okay. Well, did you ever go to Belford University?
No.
Okay. All right. Well,
no.
We're live.
I wonder who did.
We're live streaming during our show on 6 of the most popular platforms, including YouTube, Twitch.tv, Facebook, LinkedIn, and now Kick and Rumble. We encourage you to visit us online at techtimeradio.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/TechTime Radio. We're friends with different backgrounds, but we bring the best technology show possible weekly for our family, friends, and fans to enjoy. We're glad to have Odie, our producer, at the control panel today. Welcome, everyone. Let's start today's show.
Now on today's show.
All right, on the show today, we have our final gadgets and gear segment, and this is our last show of the year. This ends season 7 of the show, and now it's time for the latest headlines in the world of technology.
Here are our top technology stories of the week.
All right, Mike. Story number 1. President Trump has signed an executive order aimed to preventing states from enforcing their own AI regulations. All right, let's go to Lisa Walker for more on the story.
Announced in the Oval Office last week, Trump emphasized the need for a unified approval process, stating, "We want to have one central source of approval." White House AI advisor David Sachs noted that the order will empower the administration to push back against the most burdensome state rules, while affirming support for regulations concerning children's safety. The move is seen as a victory for major technology firms advocating for nationwide AI legislation, as it could significantly influence America's position in the rapidly evolving industry. Should this be a state regulation or national regulation? What does everyone in the studio think about this?
All right. So Mike, what do you think about this? Should this be state or should this be at the national level of regulation?
Who knows?
Okay.
I mean, really, we have. Is this on the heels of Australia's ban for social media? And
so we don't have any regulations, and so California's made some regulations. Oregon's made some regulations. I know Washington State has made regulations on what you're supposed to do ethically.
I think I guess coming from that over perspective that we all need to take AI seriously. We have to slow the progress of how AI is being used, and we need to put regulations around it.
Yep.
And that sounds like it should be a federal thing.
Okay. There's been over 1,000 bills have been introduced at the state level, with 38 states adopting about 100 regulations all along. Now, the question that I have is, all these states have employed people to take care of the AI in each of their states. So do they become federal employees then, or do they get replaced with just a federal law? Because each state is going to know a little bit more about what goes on in their business. We have Microsoft here in Washington State, right? Pretty big company for AI. We have a bunch of other companies. California has, of course, OpenAI is in there with all of their ChatGPT stuff that's available. So I think like California, Oregon, Washington have probably been really aggressive at this. But if you go in podunk, and I don't mean to be mean about this, but let's say like in the middle of
like Arkansas,
well, in the middle of middle America where they don't have technology at the forefront, and they're probably more agricultural by nature, they probably don't have regulations that have been put in place for these type of items. So maybe it is better that a federal law comes into place versus the states.
This boils down to states' rights versus government for federal rights. So, I'm not in the political science realm at all. So
yeah, neither way.
Me commenting on this is really kind of, obtuse.
Okay, all right, and this is as we talk about this is very important because this is going to be probably as other nations have created laws and regulations, we are behind the times of other countries that have put this together. So we need to come up with something. This is something that I'm in favor for. What I'm not in favor for is companies like OpenAI, Google, Meta, Anthropic, all being able to be the voice and paying lobbyists, specifically a group called Net Choice, to express interest in the collaboration on a nationwide level.
Yeah, isn't that how government runs?
It is how it runs, but I think there needs to be some safeguards that are in there. OpenAI is a for-profit company. Google's a for-profit company. Meta is a for-profit company. Anthropic is also. All of these have a set goal in mind for them to control a space in the AI area, which I'm sure that they need to because they've been the early adopters of this. But I do think that, and so do other legal experts like Michael Goldyear, that says that we need to make sure that we have a unified approach with regulations that challenge both the large companies and people of the street type of deal.
This still boils down to technology development outpacing legal processes.
Yep.
Right. So we are way behind in the legal regulation field than like the tech. So this is kind of like I don't know if you know like how they classify drugs, right? In the federal law.
Yeah.
Like LSD specifically. LSD is a synthetic drug.
Okay.
So it's classified as illegal.
Yeah.
But all they have to do is take the formula for LSD, tweak it, and then it becomes a legal drug, or I guess not illegal, but it becomes a drug that is not classified either way because it's not the one that's classified as
a legal drug.
So yeah,
okay.
This reminds me of the same type of stuff that we're dealing with now in technology, when the technology is outpacing the ability for us to keep up. And you hear me talk about this all the time because we are human beings and we're stupid.
Well, you do say that a lot. Let me just tell you the quote of the days that come on out there.
Yeah.
We're stupid humans. Yeah.
We're stupid humans. And we don't pay attention to the consequences of our actions. And this is what these groups are doing. They're just putting out all this stuff and continually adjusting it, and nobody can keep up with it.
Okay. I am excited that we are addressing this. We probably should have addressed this 5-6 years ago, but never late to the party, I guess.
One day we're going to be late to the party.
Yeah, and we'll be too late, right?
And if science fiction movies have anything to say for it, it's not going to be a good one.
It's not, especially if you I watched RoboCop again since we talked about it last week. If you're Detroit, you're in really big trouble. All right, let's go to story number 2, Mike.
All right. Well, Waymo is in the news again, and we have a lot of Waymo stories this week.
We do. We have a couple more coming on up in the show. That's correct.
Yeah. So Waymo is experiencing a problem that I don't think anybody really anticipated, again, because we're talking about how technology interferes or interacts with human behavior.
Okay.
Well, the problem here is that people are getting into a Waymo to go home, and then they're passing out in the car.
Okay.
Self-driving taxis becoming more common in the city. Waymo is facing an unusual challenge. Passengers who fall asleep or pass out and don't exit the vehicle at their destination.
Okay, all right.
Waymo says its cars will not drive away until the riders leave. If a passenger remains unresponsive, interior cameras alert a human employee who reviews the situation. A customer service representative then attempts to contact the rider through the vehicle. The person appears incapacitated and does not respond. Emergency services are then called. San Francisco Fire Department officials say these calls are becoming routine. A senior member of the department's command staff, speaking anonymously, said dispatchers now receive at least one call per night involving Waymo passengers who are asleep or intoxicated, typically in the early morning hours.
Makes sense. After the bars close at 2 o'clock, somebody gets into a Waymo and boom.
So firefighters have to respond by waking the passenger and helping them out of the vehicle. While the protocol can be life-saving in medical emergencies, officials say many cases involve riders who are just simply drunk and are tying up emergency services.
That's not good.
Waymo says safety remains its top. I love company lines.
Waymo.
I love your company lines.
It's just so bad, but okay.
Safety remains its top priority, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
The company has continued to evaluate ways to reduce unnecessary. See, it's all corporate BS. Transportation experts say the situation highlights a new reality of autonomous vehicles. Without a driver present, companies must design symptoms to manage human behavior, especially when passengers fail to respond.
They should get. Have you ever see those cartoons with those ejection seats? You know,
yeah,
it says you should. Just
maybe that's what we should do.
Yes, you turn it sideways and you just eject the passenger. You open the door, and if the passenger doesn't
it's a little dump truck.
You just throw them on out to the street.
Yeah, that might fix the problem.
That'd be a YouTube sensation.
Yeah, I wonder how many Waymo cars have to go in every day and get cleaned out.
Oh, that just after someone pukes in there. Oh yeah, there has to be. Is there a person just in charge of? I'm sure there is.
I don't know. That would be funny. The details.
What if they never clean them?
Then that would be gross.
So you got people in there who get sick and so you just are spreading.
There has to be because that's an Uber thing, right?
It is an Uber thing, but that doesn't mean it has to be a Waymo thing.
People picking up Uber folks picking up drunk people and they vomit in the seats.
Just think of vomit. Now moving on to story number 3. If you had vomit on you, guess what you could get?
What?
A human washing machine, which promises luxury cleaning for only $380,000.
Yeah, that's an expensive bidet for the whole body.
For most of us, staying fresh means hopping in the shower or soaking in a bath. Showers win on convenience, bath on relaxation. I've only taken like 6 baths in my whole life. I can't.
Yeah, I know. You can smell it.
Wow. But now the ultra wealthy have a futuristic new option. Japanese retailer Yamada, so it's not Yomada, it's Yamada Holdings is preparing to launch the Mariah human washing machine, a high-tech bathing pod priced nearly at $380,000. The device drew crowds at the Osaka Expo, a showcase in cutting-edge innovation aimed at tackling global challenges. The demonstration unit was installed at a flagship store starting on Christmas Day. So it's going to be in their Tokyo flagship store. You step inside this 2.3 meter capsule, which it looks like a huge capsule that you as a person walks into.
Yeah, it looks like a little submarine.
Yep. The door seals, shuts as warm water fills the tub. And then they have micro bubbles developed by the Japanese firm that are scientifically going to scrub away dirt without requiring any movement.
Okay.
In just 15 minutes, the machine washes and dries its occupants, all while monitoring your heart rate. So I guess you can't die in it while you're having it. So that's good to know.
I don't know. Waymo does it all the time. Why not them?
Marketing claims to go further promise it doesn't even clean you, but it also cleans your soul.
Okay, that sounds like a Subaru commercial.
Production are limited to only 50 units worldwide. The first has already been purchased by a hotel in Osaka, which plans to offer guests the chance to experience this extravagant blend of hygiene and high-tech pampering.
Yeah. It's just another word for hot tub.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
Why?
So for 15 minutes.
Why?
So you go on in.
It's a bath.
It's a bath/shower. Guess what? I can do this in 10 minutes.
Do they have scrubbing bubbles? They have scrubbing bubbles.
Scientifically, micro bubbles that they have developed. What does that mean?
Scrubbing bubbles.
What does that mean? Is it these things float up and scrub you, or are they just bubbles that you have because there's so much soap in this thing?
I don't know. I don't really understand why innovation comes down to little scrubbing bubbles. We remember those commercials about scrubbing bubbles.
Yeah,
what's I can't even remember.
It's a blue something commercial, right?
Yeah, I can't even remember the product where they have the scrubbing bubbles and you always see them in the toilet.
It's a cleaning product.
Yeah.
What's it a toilet one?
I thought it was from SC Johnson.
Oh, whoa! Look at you. I think you're right.
Well, we'll have to look that up because scrubbing bubbles have been around for a long time, and this just makes this hilarious.
Well, you know what? For the rich and famous, cleanliness just got a luxury upgrade. Okay, first of all, I cannot see sitting down in this thing. You're kind of sitting down, and then you're gonna have water just blast at you all over everywhere. Warm water.
This sounds like something that the rich and famous would want just because nobody else has. It doesn't seem to be any.
Would you get in a capsule?
It's a bath. It's a bath with probably water jets.
Yes.
So I don't even like a rainfall shower.
You don't like? Oh, really?
I hate them. I think they're so stupid.
Okay, you just want it to hit if you're going to take a shower, hit you quick, get you taken care of so you can be in and out in 5 minutes.
Like if I wanted to get wet that way, I would just go stand out in the rain. Why would I want that as...
Oh,
because it doesn't have the scrubbing bubbles.
On the chat, she got it. It's called scrubbing bubbles.
It is scrubbing bubbles. I thought it used to be something else.
Johnson.
There
you guys go. Look at that.
It used to have a different name.
No.
Scrubbing bubbles was the whole gimmick, but it wasn't scrubbing bubbles.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know.
What do you call that? A Mandela? A Mandela effect?
Yeah, it could be a Mandela effect.
It's a Mandela effect.
I could be operating under a bias.
First.
All right. Well, that ends our top technology.
I need to go take a bath in a pod for 15 minutes.
Moving on, we have Gwen will be joining us for our gadgets and gear segment. This is the last chance for you to get that gadget before the holiday season's hits. Buckle up as we're driving 88 miles per hour into our next segment. See you after this break.
Looking for custom glass solutions for your next commercial project? Hartung Glass Industries is your trusted partner in custom glass fabrication. For over 100 years, Hartung has delivered proven manufacturing expertise, comprehensive product offerings, and dependable service and quality. From energy-efficient facades to custom shower doors, we create glass solutions tailored to your project needs. With 8 facilities across the U.S. and Canada, we combine national expertise with a local touch-ensuring faster service and unparalleled customer care. Hartung Glass Industries, where quality meets innovation. Visit hartungglass.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm. Our weekly show covers the top technology subjects without any political agenda. No, without. We verify the facts and we do it with a sense of humor in less than 60 minutes, of course. With a little whiskey on the side. Mark Gregoire, whiskey connoisseurs in studio. What do we have and are we sipping today?
Scrubbing bubbles.
No, I wouldn't bring that for you guys. Today we are bringing, and it's from Whiskey Chris. He sends this over to you to try. It's Jack Daniel's single barrel, heritage barrel, toasted barrel. A lot of barrels.
A lot of barrels.
They want to make sure they know it's in a barrel.
Okay.
So it's a single barrel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's each bottling.
It's not meant
a little bit different. Right? A little bit different.
Right. Heritage barrel.
So it's been around for a while.
Yeah. It's an old barrel.
Toasted barrel.
It's an old barrel that's been burnt.
So let's hear what Jack Daniels has to say about this. It says it's a unique barrel toasting you won't find in any other single barrel. This release celebrates the early craftsmanship of the Jack Daniel distillery. The heritage barrel expression of Jack Daniel's single barrel was crafted with a low temperature, heavy toasted barrel, which created a light but rich char full of deep flavor. A lower 100 proof entry point allows our grain bill to assert itself, creating a special Tennessee whiskey with notes of light baking spices, vanilla, and toasted oak with a long lingering finish. Aged to perfection at the top of one of the highest elevated barrel houses, 1-09 on Coy Hill.
Yep.
What emerges is a flavorful and rich Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, it tastes like burnt marshmallows.
Oh, wow. That's one of the best flavors there is.
It's actually pretty good. It has that.
So it's 100 proof. What's Jack Daniels normally proof? Isn't it like 80 or 90? A regular just Jack Daniels bottle? This is a Mark.
So Mark is just stunned. Jack Daniels has probably about 20, 30 expressions. Which one are you talking about?
Okay, just like
they can range from
he's
black
talking
bottle.
about black label
cheapo.
regular old Jack
Costco,
Daniels,
Costco
old number 7.
Yeah.
old number 7.
So what we just had that on the show a little bit ago.
We did the aged one from your father's.
Yeah, because that was a higher proof.
Yeah,
that was a 90 something. I think the other ones are 86. I think
I can tell the difference in the 100 proof.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. That's a little.
But then we've had the barrel proof on here, which goes up into the 130s. So,
Yep.
All over. All right. So this is from Brown Forman. It's from the Jack Daniel Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's a Tennessee whiskey, of course, which is a bourbon. 7 years, 100 proof, 80% corn, 12 malted barley, 8% rye. It is priced at $70.
$70. Well, that's not.
And yeah, you can Costco carries it.
It's not classified as a bourbon because
Guess what?
in Kentucky.
I have
right?
this for our gift exchange, Mark.
Oh no, you asked a Nathan question.
What was that?
He made just like a silly statement.
I did.
What was that?
He said it's not considered bourbon because it's not made in Kentucky. And we've had how many bourbons on here made in Indiana? They can be made in there as long as it's in the continental or not continental, but in the U.S.
Correct.
US. It can be classified bourbon following other rules.
That wasn't. I'm sorry.
Wow.
My humblest apologies for doing a Nathan statement.
And we've talked about Tennessee whiskey has all the rules of bourbon plus the extra rule. It has to be made in Tennessee and through what's called
that's what I was thinking about.
A maple
Tennessee
charcoal filtering.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's a great song called Tennessee Whiskey.
All Tennessee.
Can you sing that for us?
No.
People on the chat love to see you dance. They had a poll that they wanted to see you dance.
Yeah, you were the only person that answered that poll.
No, I did
you made
not.
the poll
No.
and then you answered it.
I didn't do that.
You did it with singing the song too.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
for our subscribers and listeners and viewers, don't forget to like and subscribe and drink responsibly. Heaven can wait.
This is in the Nathan Mumm gift exchange for the family. So this bottle right here.
This bottle?
This bottle?
Yep, I got it. It's a $50 price point, and I grabbed it. So we'll see who likes it.
You sure it's this exact one?
Exactly from Costco. Is it the Costco one that was there?
Well, Costco sells a lot of Jack
I think
Daniels.
it's exactly the same one.
It's not the same.
I think it
Hey,
is.
pull it out the bottle later.
I'm gonna
We'll
pull it
look
out.
at it.
I'm going to Costco later. I'll look.
Yeah, okay. With our whiskey tasting completed, Costco needs to be a sponsor of the show. All
I need to
right.
get out of here.
Are you listening, Costco?
Let's move on to our feature segment. Today we have Gwen Way joining the show. She is an expert in cybersecurity during the day and a game board geek in the evening and the producer of TechTime Radio. And of course, our gadgets and gear gal. Let's get ready for our Comcast video stream and see this now.
What's new in our gadgets and gear?
All right, Gwen, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here as always.
All right, so let me ask a couple questions for you. First off, it's the holiday season, right? So we're all excited for the holidays that are coming here. Have you gotten your Kickstarter chair yet that I invested in and I think you invested in? Have you heard from them yet?
I have not yet. Have you heard anything back?
No, and I've reached out to them. So I am worried that $200 is going to have to be a refund on my credit card. I don't know if they're going to be getting me that item here. So again,
What chair?
So it was the universal like transformer chair that you could have.
It would fold out and you could sit on it in different ways.
You have the little, yeah, okay.
And the Kickstarter deals have kicked out pretty aggressively. Well, I hope hopefully it comes here soon or later, or we will get
never
the
gonna get here.
I don't think so either. All right. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself to any of the new listeners turning into our program.
Certainly. Well, as you well know, Nathan, I've spent the last quarter of a century. I've decided to embrace that. The last quarter of a century in technology, doing everything from supporting software all the way up to now encouraging people to be a little more secure.
All right. See, I you have a birthday coming up here soon too.
I do.
I
So do you.
I know we both have the same month, so that's what makes it easy to remember. So you know what? As we're getting older in this, I keep on looking like 20 years, 25 years, 30 years in technology.
Right.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, what are we looking at today on the show? Because this is, my wife is absolutely going to be ecstatic to hear about this, and probably many other people. It's available and it's not a Kickstarter. What are we looking at today?
Well, this kind of dovetails into our gadget from last month, which was, if you remember correctly, the Raycon earbuds.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorites. And then I was thinking about it, and holidays bring a lot of travel. People have kids. They're fighting over who gets the headphones, who gets to watch the movie. Or for the people who don't have kids, maybe they're traveling together and they want to watch a movie together on an airplane. There's a quick and easy way to do that where you can actually share the sound, and that is today's gadget. It's called the AirFly Pro. Specifically, I'm leaning towards the AirFly Pro 2, which allows you to plug an auxiliary cord into a device and connect to it using Bluetooth headphones. And you can have two headphones connected to the same device.
All right. So this is the key, because I have one of these. My wife has one of these. We have like an Airflow version 1 or another knockoff of these type of deals. So we don't have the ability to have us watch the same movie, which may be a good thing, because I don't know if we watch the same type of movie. I got the Blood and Guts, and she's got the Hallmark Channel on. But besides that, this would have you be able to watch in any output device, two people watching the same thing. Is that correct?
Exactly. You plug it in, you're able to connect your headphones. You can watch the same iPad. As long as it has an auxiliary jack, you're good to go.
This is the fancy way of doing it in the old school, where you just plug in the earphones and give them
the splitter.
Yeah, you remember
one
that?
One to your other and one ear.
And then you only hear it in the
and you hear half of it. Yeah.
And then if it's a stereo movie and they have the tracks left and right with music, then you hear music on one side and you hear the dialogue on the other side, so you don't get to see the same movie twice.
Somebody gets the dialogue and somebody else gets the soundtrack. Yeah. This takes that out of the equation. And in fact, if you go, I don't know how many of our listeners travel internationally. I believe there's probably a fair number, but if you go with the deluxe version of the AirFly Pro 2, you actually get the adapter so you can plug into the European devices as well.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I like that idea.
Version.
Okay, well now
more money for that.
Now where can we find let's talk about pricing, right? So it's important on the pricing. Let's talk about what's the pricing point? Where can we find this online? Is it available on Amazon or just their website? Tell us the information and details.
You can definitely go to Amazon. I always recommend going to the company directly. It's good for the economy. It also gives you a little bit more control over the quality of things and a little bit more recourse. The company that actually develops these is called 12 South. So if you go to TWELVESOUTH.com, you'll be able to find this. They also have a lot of other products, but the AirFly Pro 2 is definitely the one that I'm recommending. If you get just the regular AirFly Pro 2, it is currently $59.99, and they've got a really pretty green color for those who don't want just black and white. Okay. Or you can get the deluxe, which is only available in the black and white and is $69.99. But as I said, it has that international adapter if anybody's doing it.
Yeah, you call it Airflow 2 Plus.
Plus?
Yeah.
No, plus.
Well, pluses are going away. There's no Disney Plus.
I know.
Be like the Disney
I think I predicted that.
Yep.
You did. I think you did too. Yeah. All right. So we got the 12south.com. Again, that's just 12south spelled out.com. Products, the AirFly Pro 2. It is. I probably get the European version. It's talking under $70, like $69.
Exactly. It's worth it. I can tell you my family hasn't started listening to the show yet and won't hear this one until I'm already down visiting them for Christmas. Okay. So I can say that I got this for my parents, for my brother and sister-in-law. We're probably going to pick some up for my husband's family as well. It just makes life easier when traveling.
It does. That's all right. All right. So the final question, though.
Yep.
You have one of these units.
I do. I do indeed.
Okay. Anyway, I bet you the Mumm family will have some in time for Christmas too.
Be careful if you're in a Waymo.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, Gwen. This is a great gadget. So we're going to start off the new year again. I think we should probably go back to Kickstarter stuff at the beginning of the year. That way, people that order it can maybe get it before the end of the year.
Exactly.
I wish you and your families the best of holiday travels, as now you're going to have at least the AirFly 2 with you so you guys can watch the same movies. What movie are you guys going to be watching when you guys travel down? Let me ask you that.
It's a tradition. We always watch Elf on the flight down to Arizona.
Okay, that's a fantastic movie. Not as good as my favorite now, which is Spirited.
Should be Gremlins
version, but what Gremlins? You like Gremlins?
Oh,
Gremlins is good too.
So
classic.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie then?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. Let me ask you this then. So why does everybody say Die Hard is a Christmas movie when Die Hard 2 should also be classified as a Christmas movie?
Because no one likes Die Hard 2.
What? That's the plain one. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I think that's exactly why no one likes it. Nobody wants to be trapped on a plane.
Okay.
It's the least one that people like.
So the first one's a Christmas movie and the second one just doesn't exist.
Yeah. Die Hard
pretty
2,
much.
Die Hard 2 is to Die Hard series.
Okay.
The prequel is to Star Wars.
Okay. All right. Well, Gwen, thank you so much for being a part of our show. We can't wait to see you next year.
Sounds good. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. All right. Well, that ends our segment. We want to thank Gwen for being a part of the show. She does a great job finding the most unique items each month. And I can't wait to see what she has planned for next year. Now let's move on, though, to Mike's mesmerizing moment.
Welcome to Mike's mesmerizing moment. What does Mike have to say today?
All right, Mike, this is the holidays and then a trip to the airport. I'm going to put you on the spot. Here's the choices that you have. You have 3 ways to get to the airport. You can either use 1, a Waymo, 2, a taxi, or 3, a ride share to get you on your trip. Now, of course, you're going to be flying with the new earbuds, right? Because that way
Sure.
so they have the Bluetooth capabilities.
Yeah, I totally need all that stuff.
Okay. Which one of the ways are you getting to the airport?
I'm going to not go to the airport.
You're not going to not go to the airport?
Yeah.
You're just not going to travel?
I'm not going to travel.
You only get these 3. You got Waymo, taxi, or rideshare.
Okay, what I don't know why you ask these questions, but what do you think I would do? You think I would take a Waymo? No.
Why not? Why not a Waymo?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah, we're fixing to talk about that.
Okay.
So we'll reveal why that's a problem.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
How about a taxi?
Nope.
Why not a taxi?
Because
you don't like taxis?
I don't care for taxis.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, how about a rideshare?
You know, if I had to choose, it would probably be the rideshare.
Okay. Is it going to be Lyft or is it going to be Uber, or do you have a preference? Or
no, I don't. So I don't use any of these services, so I don't have any comparison.
How would you get to the airport then?
I wouldn't go. I would just call my friends.
You call your friends?
Yeah, that would be my ride share.
Oh, you say, hey, can you drop me off at the airport?
Yeah, can you take me to the airport?
Oh,
they would be like, yeah, sure.
Oh, really?
Or I could just go in my own car and park in the extended lot.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're not
because I travel that much.
So okay. All right. Odie's looking at.
She's probably wondering why you're asking these dumb questions.
No. Well, Odie, if you had the chance between Waymo, taxi, or rideshare, what would you take?
I would take the light rail
and
screw all of that.
Okay.
But on my way to the light rail, I'd probably take an Uber or have a family member.
I'd take a Waymo, man.
Now,
I would take the Waymo.
I wouldn't take the Waymo. I don't trust them.
Really?
And we have so many, what do you call that?
Evidence?
No, transport drivers here, like transplant drivers.
Yeah.
I don't trust them and I don't trust the robot together.
Okay.
You know?
So you just say, so you would walk.
I'd rather take like the e-bike or the e-scooter.
The e-scooter that we have available. All right. Okay. Well, Mike, thanks for that mesmerizing moment.
Yeah, that was really mesmerizing.
Well, you know what? You know what? People
that just really taps into my knowledge base of human
I was
behavior.
hoping that you would explain what was beneficial as an individual for Waymo and taxi and rideshare, but
how could I? We already discussed Waymo. Waymo is going to come up a lot today.
It is
right.
We still have a couple
so
more stories.
There's several reasons why Waymo is not a good option for me
or anybody.
But taxi services has been around quite a long time. The light rail I didn't even think about.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, we have the light
You'd
rail.
have to drive from here to.
But where am I
Greenwood.
flying? Am I
Yeah.
am I flying out of SeaTac or am I flying out of Everett?
Well, you could
Why
have
would
chose
you fly
whatever
out of
one.
Everett?
Oh, I fly out of Everett all
Well,
the time.
I
Are you
could.
serious?
It's convenient.
Yeah, it is so nice. You go there. It's like
It's
a little,
quick. It's easy.
You're in and out in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You get through security. It is like the best. And it's
And
like white glove service there.
And it costs
Wow.
like an extra $100 too. So
Right. That's
you're
why.
paying for the white glove service.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? If it's a company paying for it, there you go. All right. Well,
Yeah,
You know
so that was really mesmerizing. Thanks for that question.
well, thanks, Mike, for that mesmerizing.
Yeah, what would
moment.
you? Well, you would take a Waymo just so you say you could.
I would absolutely, and I videotaped the whole thing, hoping that I can make millions of dollars. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for
That'd be like starting up a paper mill.
That's right. That's a great idea.
It's such a shame those things aren't foolproof because I totally would. I wouldn't have to talk to anybody. I could just lollygag in the back, not have to worry about like, oh, is this person going to abduct me?
I know. You just Waymo
Look,
robot.
shame
thing.
they're just idiots.
Yeah, we have concept and we have reality.
Right,
The
right.
problem is always that concept never meets reality. Because humans always figure out a way to F
right,
it up
exactly.
or
But
there's
the
programming.
idea sounds great.
Okay.
The idea is awesome. All the technology we talk about,
It's
the
awesome.
ideas are awesome.
Yeah.
But what they get used for, not so awesome.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, thank you for that mesmerizing moment.
Yeah, that was mesmerizing.
All right. Up next, we have This Week in
Scrubbing
Technology.
bubbles.
So now would be a great time to enjoy a little whiskey on the side, as we will be doing so during the break. You're listening to TechTime Radio. See you in a few minutes.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so you know what? We need people to start liking our social media page.
If you like our show, if you really like us,
That's
we could use your support on patreon.com.
Or is it Patreon? I think it's Patreon.
Okay, Patreon. If you really like us, you can
And you say I'm
like
the
us
English
in
guy?
Patreon.com.
I butcher the English language?
You butcher the English.
Okay, so it's
all the
It's
time.
patreon.com.
Patreon.com. If you really like our show, you can subscribe to patreon.com and help us out.
Oh, and you can visit us on that Facebook platform. You know, the one that Zuckerberg owns?
The one that we always bag on?
Yeah, you can. We're on Facebook too.
Yeah, like us on Facebook.
Do you know what our Facebook page is?
TechTime Radio.
At TechTime Radio.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a trend here.
It seems to be that there's a trend, and that's TechTime Radio.
Or you can even Instagram with us.
And that's at TechTime Radio.
That's at TechTime Radio. Or you can find us on TikTok.
And it's TechTime Radio.
It's at TechTime Radio.
Like and subscribe to our social
Like
media.
us today. We need you to like us.
Like us and subscribe. That's it.
That's it. That's that simple.
And now, let's look back at this week in technology.
All right. We go back to December 18th, 1987. Perl, the programming language, is always appropriate. Now we're going to go all the way fast forward into 1991 when the O'Reilly book called Programming Perl was released. It was become known as the Camel book among Perl programmers, and the camel became the unofficial logo of the Perl programming language. Larry Wall releases version 1.0 of Perl to the general purpose programming language, very commonly used as a Unix scripting language. Perl becomes very popular in the early World Wide Web, commonly being used to programs for CGI scripts and web applications. Perl's flexibility and adaptability continues to make it a widely used programming language, even to today. That was This Week in Technology. Have you ever wanted to watch some Tech Time history? With over 270 plus weekly broadcasts spanning our 4+ years of video, podcasts, and blog information, you can visit us at techtimeradio.com to watch our older shows. We're going to take a commercial break, but when we return, we have the Mark Mumble Whiskey Review. See you after this.
How to See a Man About a Dog. It combines darkly comic short stories, powerful poems, and pulp fiction prose to create a heartbreaking and hilarious journey readers will not soon forget. Read How to See a Man About a Dog, collected writings, for free with Kindle Unlimited. Ebook available on Kindle, print copies available on Amazon, the Bookpository, and more.
The segment we've been waiting all week for. Mark's Whiskey Mumble.
Bam. Boom.
Boom. Boom, boom, bam.
Boom.
What are we celebrating
Okay,
today?
all right, whatever.
What do we
Nathan.
What do we
The little
celebrate?
drummer boy?
Oh,
Well, sorry, you just went boom, boom, bam. I assume.
That was his representation of old guy sounds.
Of the four of us, I think Nathan's the only one really celebrating today.
It must be good looking guy day.
No.
Yeah.
No?
Definitely not.
It must be.
I don't know how you celebrate that, but
good looking guy day. Don't you look in the mirror every morning and say, darn, I'm good looking?
No, Stuart Smalley and Narcissus do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, oops. All right. Well, I have no idea.
Bingo on the second one.
what do we have?
We
here,
are
Mark?
Look around here.
Yeah,
You'll know what we are celebrating.
we are celebrating Technology Collectible Day.
Stupid Toy Day.
What is it? There's no stupid toy day. Toy day would be a fantastic.
Stupid toy.
Is it
That
actually-
sounds like one of my quotes.
Whoa.
Stupid
You
Toy
really are
Day
Nathan today.
has arrived, reminding us that humanity once invested deeply in Furby drama,
Yeah.
Beanie Baby economics,
Oh yeah.
the mysterious life cycle of a Tamagotchi, and what the heck is a pet rock?
Where's the yard darts?
What about the Labubu?
What about?
What happened?
There's a
about
lot
baseball
that
Sound,
cards?
no sound.
This baseball card is not a toy.
These
I guess-
toys make absolutely no sense today, yet a
Oh.
lot of kids protected them with the intensity of a Secret Service detail. So climb into the attic, or Nathan, just look around this room, dust off that ridiculous childhood treasure, and celebrate the glorious, stupid things that once made life perfect for you.
Oh.
They should bring back the yard darts.
You know what? Look at that. As I'm looking around, I see a Star Trek Enterprise up there. I see some Star Wars toys.
Trek.
I got some new Transformers collectibles from the Gen 1 movie that is here. You know, I got a Star Wars Lego A-Wing device here. I mean, like, isn't this just beautiful?
For Mark, no.
No.
For nerds, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. Just so you know, a lot of the nerds put all their toys on their back panel. At least we have a beautiful shot of the Seattle skyline here. So I did not put all the stuff on the shelves.
That's okay
for this year.
You're right. That's
All right.
Okay.
Tell us more, Mark.
So Nathan, a stupid toy
Yeah.
is fun for 5 seconds and not worth your time.
Agreed.
Oh.
The Jack Daniel's single barrel, heritage barrel, toasted barrel
Is a stupid toy?
is enjoyable for a long while and absolutely worth your time. Jack Daniel's Heritage Barrel takes the whole toasted barrel craze and basically tells everyone else they are not trying hard enough.
Oh.
They toasted these barrels twice as long as usual before giving them a quick char, building a ridiculously thick layer of caramelized oak. Then they filled them at the lower entry proof, only 100, which is rare these days. Why? Because lower proof pulls more of those sweet wood sugars and deeper flavors straight into the whiskey.
Oh.
The result is a high toast, low char, low entry proof combo that delivers richer oak, sweeter notes, and far more depth than your average toasted barrel gimmick. I will admit, my first few sips had me wondering exactly what Jack was trying to do here. But after spending some time with it, the whole thing opened up beautifully. While starting off feeling a little uncertain, had grown into something surprisingly layered, balanced, and generally enjoyable. Mike would claim that the whiskey simply needed time away from Nathan to improve.
Wow. Time away from me.
Funny.
Okay. Well, I do like this though. I do like this. This is a great pour for the holiday. This is liquid courage that gets you through the holidays. You ever see National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
That's
Chevy Chase asks his father how he got through the holidays, and what did he say? With the little Jack Daniels. That's what he says. The little Jack Daniels. So there you go. We have a little Jack Daniels here to get us through the
I
holidays.
feel like that you're misquoting that, but hey,
No,
you know.
no, look it up. I just watched it. All right.
That doesn't mean anything.
Okay, well, you know what? Wow. Whiskey and technology, such a great pairing. Just like a little bit of mistletoe and elf on the shelf. The mission to make your holidays more exciting.
Do you have an elf on the shelf?
I do not. We do not. Our kids grew up kind of before that became the hot item, but my wife, who owns a preschool, absolutely knows all about elf on the shelf. And I'll tell you, TikTok videos of elf on the shelf are pretty freaking entertaining late at night scrolling through those.
Yeah, well, I don't use an elf on the shelf. I have an alien in the ventilation shafts.
Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Is that an alternate to that?
That's right.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, you know what? Now let's prepare for our technology fail of the week, brought to you by Elite Executive Services.
Congratulations. You're a failure.
Oh, I failed, did I?
Yes. Did I? Yes.
All right, this week the technology failure
Big fails.
comes to us from Waymo. Yet again, it seems that they are now recalling 3,067 vehicles due to a software issue that led to multiple incidents in which the autonomous car drove past a school bus with its warning lights on. So that, you know how a school bus pulls up, they put out the stop
Yeah, they
sign.
basically run the stop sign.
Yes. So
With kids walking across the street.
that's right, because you know what? The kids aren't important. Well, the recall involves...
Now see, that's just one reason why I wouldn't take a Waymo to the airport.
That's right. The recall involves specific fifth-generation automated driving system, according to a November 8 notice from the National Highway of Traffic Safety Administration. But listen to what happens here. The software could make the vehicle past a stop school bus, even when the red lights are flashing, or if the stop arm is extended, raising the risk of a crash with a pedestrian, the agency warned. The software recall does not put the vehicles out of service, but is voluntarily and led by Waymo. So this is what happens. They get in trouble for something. The National Traffic Safety Administration says you have an issue, and they voluntarily recall.
Yeah, this is one of my problems with some of this stuff I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
They put these things on the road to test them out without having thought about these things. Something bad happens and everybody gets just, we need to review the software updates, or we need to do some reprogramming. They don't think, it's like that guy that got killed on the highway with a self-driving Tesla.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It just ran right into him.
So it's interesting. So because this is so new, there isn't law or legislation that's put in place. So nothing happens.
Exactly.
Really. They get in trouble. They issue a press release that says, oops, sorry, we'll take care of it. And it's very interesting. Continuing on this technology fail, continuing just this week, we also had a standoff in San Francisco between 3 Waymo vehicles that shut down traffic on a steep street for more than 45 minutes. So
two of them ran into each other.
Yeah, so 2 of them crashed into each other.
Do you have the background on that? I'm very curious. How did they crash into each other? They have all these sensors and everything. How did that even happen?
So what they said is
They
it was
just
a blind
needed
spot.
that human touch.
No. So the aspect of it was there was a blind spot, and when the Waymo makes contact with anything, it goes into like this disaster mode with the sensory above it. It goes like this big siren and this big circular item that is there that says, "Hey, it thought it was in an accident." And so then the other Waymo that it hit also said, "Hey, we're in an accident." So we stopped until we have things taken care of. So you have these 2 things hit each other, both thinking that they're now in accident mode.
Well,
which shuts them down.
if they hit each other, they are in accident mode.
Well,
They just tapped each other.
Didn't bash each other. They just tapped each other.
How did they even tap each other?
A blind spot. It was said a blind spot was noted in the
all
software.
these whirling, twirling cameras all around, and there's still a blind spot.
A blind spot is what has been said.
What, are they trying to make them like?
I feel like
human?
you should be saying, "Say what?"
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And then a third one come along and
that was
it
going
just
down.
observed.
Yeah, so the third one was going down the street, realizing that these 2 Waymos were in the middle of the street. And so it decided that it wouldn't proceed on. So now you have 3 vehicles with the alarms all saying that we have an issue that needs to be taken care of. And it just stops. No one can get into these vehicles. Nobody can do it. Now, this was in a residential area, and there's people that need to get out to work, need to get out to
There
stores.
was a FedEx truck behind them.
FedEx truck behind him. I mean, there's tons.
See, I feel like we should have the right to bash these cars off the road if necessary. You know, I don't know. That's just my road rage.
Okay.
No, believe me, Mike, if it wasn't like a big thing to just hit somebody with my car, I would do that. I would do that.
Okay, we're revealing dark secrets of Odie today on the show.
So it's interesting that this prevented human drivers from getting out of their house in their parking garage area that they had and actually being able to go to work.
So it might have saved a lot of other accidents and crashes then. It kept the humans off the road.
Well, that's why we love gridlock.
Well, that's right. The third vehicle faced each other. After 45 minutes, the cars were remotely controlled from a headquarters and could continue operations. So when this happens, then they get an alert at headquarters. Somebody takes over, kind of like an RC car type of deal, and they get to drive the unit themselves out of way. So they took it off.
No, they don't use remote thing. They tell the car that it's not an accident, and then the car navigates itself away from.
No,
the
they
problem.
suggest. They make suggestions to the vehicle.
Correct.
They should-
But they
yeah.
do have the ability to totally take
you
over.
should stop kissing your buddy here and back up.
But they do have the ability, if they needed to take control of the cars.
Yeah, it took almost an hour.
Yeah.
To get this straightened out.
There you go. So
And then there was we didn't talk about this, but there was the one about the guy who was videotaping his Waymo experience,
And it almost got in a wreck.
ripped out in the
Literally 30 seconds into the vehicle.
it ripped out in the traffic and almost got nailed by a human driver who stopped.
and prevented the actual incident.
Did you talk about Mike's favorite with the woman that gave birth in the Waymo?
There's so many Waymo
No,
stories.
I don't-
we could do
this-
just a Waymo
and you
update
don't
weekly.
and you have the gall to ask me if I would take away.
But the one that gave the birth, I love that one.
Okay, why'd you like that? That's happened
Because
before.
It's a magic trick. One goes in, two comes out.
Do you have to pay for the additional passenger?
No,
Yeah,
you don't pay
that's
by
a-
passenger.
That sounds like a double payment. To me.
Did they clean that up afterwards?
That goes to that poor guy that cleans out the Waymos after
boy.
every morning.
All right. Well,
It's still better than 90-year-old grandpa who gets in an accident time and time again, and nothing ever gets done either.
I don't know. I don't know if it's at least.
Well,
the
maybe that's
grandpa's
what we
nice.
should be doing: is sticking our old people in Waymos. Is that what we should be doing?
It'd give him a heart attack.
One day, if somebody forces me into a Waymo, I'm going to hit you with my cane.
Only the capsule, shower / bathtub tracks your heart movements.
You know,
I don't think Waymo does that.
I have an award-winning idea right now.
What's that?
We should put these things in Waymos. Then you can take baths while you're driving around.
Wow.
I'd never leave a Waymo.
All right. You know what? Odie, take back control here. Here's what we got. We have a winner
Yeah, stop us, Lou.
for our secret sound. They won $50. Let's get ready to listen to our actual winner.
To Nathan and the TechTime Radio crew, the secret sound of the week, I believe, is pachinko. Pachinko.
That was the secret sound. Our caller called on in and they put a voice recording. $50 has been rewarded. The secret sound has restarted back over again. And now, Odie, let's see what we got.
And now for our secret sound, brought to us by Elite Executive Services. Visit techtimeradio.com and click on the contact page to submit your answer. Odie, play that sound.
Sounds like Nathan stumbling around this
Yeah,
room with all the
that's
toys.
the first thing that I thought it was Nathan stumbling.
No,
It's not drunk Nathan.
it's not
It's not
drunk.
drunk
It's
Nathan?
not drunk
Okay.
Nathan.
Okay, that was my first guess. All right.
You're going to have to come up with something. Odie's like, oh, she thinks she's got it. Do you think you got it? I'm sure you don't.
Well, I was gonna say somebody folding origami.
Oh,
Well,
what?
that-
You just ruined it for
What
everyone.
kinda-
That's
what
not
kinda-
that, but that's a good guess.
kinda-
That is a very good
That's
guess. That's
origami
what-
sport.
there you go. Mark, do you have a guess?
I thought either that or you're like in the restroom.
We guessed
No.
already. That's
Okay.
Nathan.
All right. Okay. There you go.
Nathan shuffling himself.
None of those are at. We are starting back at $5. So as the pot grows each week, you have an opportunity to listen to the sound. All right. Now we're going to move on, though, to our Nathan Nugget.
This is your Nugget of the Week.
All right. 'Twas 3 weeks before Christmas, and in the prison yard, a drone dropped a package that was found by a guard with steak, weed, and crab legs and cigarettes for days, and 2 a season to all, and a tin of Old Bay. All right. So this is what we got. Talk about this. We have correctional facility, South Carolina Departments of Corrections, is having a problem with contraband that is making it into their prison.
I don't
yard.
think this is exclusively a South Carolina problem.
That's probably not it. This is a bunch of drones that are dropping items for prisoners in felonies and felons that are behind bars so that they can get different gear. Just think of this. So it's kind of like a package from heaven that comes on in and zooms around the yard. It drops it. And what they're doing now is they are creating legislation that this becomes a misdemeanor crime that carries up to 30 days in jail for dropping contraband into prison.
Can you find out who dropped
Well, not really.
package
no,
with
no.
using a drone?
No. If you use a cheap enough drone, what you find on Temu with Chinese tracking on
I don't know.
everything
Can
that
a
you do.
drone from Temu heft that much?
They can, but if you get something there that's just really disposable, there's no tracking, there's no serial numbers associated with these drones. You just fly it up over the area. You have a package in there, much better than Amazon's drone delivery service, and you just drop it into the prison yard and boom.
I have all these old school solutions to this. I think that we should explore.
What's that?
Shotguns.
Shotguns?
Yeah, you see a drone flying over, you shotgun it.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well,
it's like Duck Hunt.
There you go. Like the video game. All right. Speaking of Toy Day, let's move on to our pick of the day whiskey tasting.
Stupid Toy Day.
And now our pick of the day for our whiskey tastings. Let's see what bubbles to the top.
We have Jack Daniel's single barrel heritage barrel, toasted barrel. It's 7 years old, 100 proof, roughly $70. Unless you get it from Costco, then it's a little bit less expensive. What do you think?
Absolute thumbs up.
Wow. Just like that. Huh?
Yeah, I like almost every alcohol, especially during the holidays.
Yeah. Okay.
The more, the better.
You know, I really like the finish on this, but I don't like the initial taste. Yeah, I don't like the initial taste. It's kind of harsh on my palate. So I'm going to give it a thumbs down.
Are you ending the year in disagreement?
We are.
Do you want me to agree with him?
No, thumbs down.
I'm just surprised.
Why?
Because it's the end of the year. It's our last episode. A last hurrah.
Okay. All right. Thumbs up.
I thought Mike was going to give this one a thumbs up and Nathan a thumbs
Wow.
down.
You hurt Mark.
I was wrong. I've been
I
right
mean,
with you guys because it's so char and woody.
It's really good
that
after
usually,
the initial taste. It's
usually
really
Mike's
good.
palate. All right.
Yeah.
But
Well,
there's something
like
in
this,
that
Mark?
there's something in that initial
I have
burst
grown
that I
to
don't
like. So initially, like Mike, I did not care for it.
Yeah.
Whiskey Chris brought it over. We had some. He loved it. I was like, ooh, I don't know about this. And then it just kind of grew and grew and grew on me. And
See,
so I am
there we
enjoying
go.
it now.
Yeah.
See, I don't know about it. I mean,
It's
it's
okay
good, but-
it's okay to be a thumbs down.
yeah, I know. I'm not the one that needs to put
Yeah,
thumbs up just because I
I
don't know what I'm doing.
You know what? I do thumbs up on almost 99% of all
I know.
alcohol.
If it
Well,
just
that's
has
why you're going to
alcohol.
be happy with my Christmas present. I got Whistle Pig and Canadian Mist for you.
Oh, jeez.
Clean
Yeah.
those out.
Those are two of his
Hey,
favorites.
You know what? I got the worse than that. I have the Trader Joe's Kentucky. Before you go, you want to take Kentucky's best up there, man.
Let's sign off of the show.
He's
All right,
got
you know
Law
what?
Dog up there.
Let's
For
say
all of us-
goodbye for the year.
For all of us at Tech Time, it was an honor to be the host of today's show and the show throughout the year 2025. What a year of AI and technology in different aspects. I want to thank all of us here in the studio. Mike, thank you for being a part of the show. Mark, Odie, you guys make this show enjoyable each and every week. Now remember, the science of tomorrow starts with the technology of today. See you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
Thanks for joining us on Tech Time Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube, so check us out on youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at Tech Time Radio, remember, mum's the word. Have a safe